Hi, my name is Kate Torney and I'm Professor of Constructive Journalism and Director of the new Constructive Institute Asia Pacific Hub at Monash University. The Hub is a partnership with the Constructive Institute based at Aarhus University in Denmark, and I'm currently in Aarhus spending time with CI team as we plan for the expansion to Australia, Asia and the Pacific. Denmark and the Constructive Institute in particular has been central in shaping the implementation of constructive journalism over the past decade or so, and it's been responding to a number of fundamental challenges. News avoidance is at the top of that list, with technology now giving us access to an endless stream of breaking news, and with the 24/7 news cycle's reliance on conflict journalism, where we're increasingly pitting people with polarised views against each other, we're seeing people tune out of news altogether in favour of content that makes them feel good or hopeful for the future. As one of my journalist colleagues recently said, our informal newsroom motto is "We make angry people furious." No wonder people are avoiding news. What's wrong with opting to tune out of news? Well, good journalism is evidence-based. It aims to inform and empower and to support our engagement in the decisions that affect us and future generations. With the rise of mis and disinformation, the need for trusted, fact-based information has never been more important. An informed public is a key pillar of democracy and a thriving community. If we don't have access to reliable information and agreed facts, the foundations on which we all make decisions about issues big and small that affect us can crumble. And we can see what happens when facts no longer matter. Constructive journalism seeks to address these issues in a number of ways. It takes the very best of the first principles of journalism, accuracy, evidence, balance, accountability, and adds pillars, nuance, and a focus on the future and community engagement. Constructive journalism asks what's next, and by focusing on the future, it demands that stakeholders do too. How do we solve this problem? What can we learn from others who have tackled similar issues? Research from the Constructive Institute here in Aarhus shows that a constructive approach not only increases audience engagement in coverage, with longer time spent reading, watching and listening, but it also increases the community's engagement with the issue at hand. And that's really important. The most common reason cited is that audience members feel more hopeful and less overwhelmed by constructive news stories, and therefore more likely to continue to engage. So, some of you will be asking, is it just soft journalism? Is it just good news stories? Is it the "and finally" at the end of the news bulletin? No, it's not. I'd argue that it's a return to first principles, to inform and empower the people we serve through trusted information gathering, sharing, and through listening. I've seen really inspiring examples here of the constructive lens being applied to investigative reporting and to political coverage in particular. I visited a newsroom in Norway where constructive journalism is at the heart of all of their news and current affairs, including daily debate programs where the rules of engagement for participants are future-focused and solutions-based. So guests come to the program knowing that they will need to find common ground and be accountable for shared next steps by the end of the debate. It's not only increased audience engagement, it's been welcomed by the participants, the politicians, the industry leaders, for removing the combat approach. So we're really excited about taking the next steps and learning the lessons from Scandinavia and now applying them in Australia, Asia and the Pacific through three pillars: education, incorporating constructive journalism into our teaching, and through enterprise, partnering with the sector to support implementation of constructive journalism, and through research by adding to global data around this approach and looking at its impact. I'm working really closely with my wonderful colleague, Stephanie Brooks, and we have the chance to really transform journalism and to promote a new approach to supporting informed, highly engaged and empowered communities, and constructive journalism can play a role in that. So stay tuned for updates as we build the Constructive Institute in Australia, Asia and the Pacific. For now, goodbye from Aarhus.